A year ago, I dubbed 2022 the year of resilience. And I must admit, last year I was given multiple opportunities to practice being resilient. Hi, and welcome to Transform One More, the place where together we seek positive, lasting change, one life at a time. Just about a year ago, my sister gave me an idea. She said she was going to start a thank you jar. Now, I've heard about gratitude journals and other ways to record things that you're grateful for. And when I do my own journaling, I usually include some component of thankfulness. However, the concept of the jar was rather interesting. It was a different spin, and I thought this was going to be quite intriguing. The idea is that you write what you're grateful for on something like a post-it note. You fold it and then you place it into the jar. And I decided to make this a family project. So throughout last year, we've been writing what we've been grateful for and putting it into our thank you jar. And in this episode, I'd like to share some of the items from the thank you jar with you. So let's see what we wrote throughout the year. So we wrote something like, I'm thankful to be alive. So this was from my son Javon. Then we had, I wrote this one back earlier in December, and I said I'm thankful for the growth of our clients and for their prosperity. This was something that I was grateful for, still I'm grateful for. We had, this one says I'm thankful that I am me. This was back in February, and this was by our 6-year-old Janissa. This one was by Janelle, and she said I'm thankful for God's protection on my family. This was back in November as well. And just one more. Let's see what we have here. And this one was from Daddy. And this says, I am thankful for Janissa. And what this exercise taught me is that gratitude needs to be intentional and habitual. Now, you won't always feel like being grateful. There will be times when you would ask yourself, what do I really have to be grateful for? There are several what I refer to as gratitude blockers, things such as stress, tiredness, pain, which can really stand in the way of expressing gratitude. And at such times, you really can't trust your feelings. You must do what you know. Because if you wait to feel like being grateful, that may never come. With some things, you just have to do it until you feel it. There was a study that was recorded in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology titled Counting Blessings versus Burdens. And it was an experimental investigation of gratitude and subjective well-being in daily lives. The participants were divided into several groups and randomly assigned different experimental conditions and asked to record either things that aggravated them or a list of things that they were grateful for, or they could just record neutral events, anything that they thought about. And then they would keep a daily or weekly record of the effects that this had on their lives. Now, what the researchers found is actually something that many religious groups recognized by having designated times during their service to express gratitude by sharing testimonies. The research actually confirmed that generally, a conscious focus on blessings heightens your emotional well-being and even provides some health benefits. It's important, therefore, to be intentional about saying thanks and to make a habit of it, whether you really feel like it or not. The other thing that this exercise sort of reminded me is that gratitude reduces complaining. Now, I placed this jar on top of the fridge in the kitchen, and one day I was just about to complain for whatever, I can't even remember exactly what it was. And as I turned around, I happened to look up, and just then I saw the thank you jar staring right back at me with all those pieces of paper inside. And almost immediately, it put things into perspective. Did I really need to complain about what I was going to complain about? And frankly, I really didn't. Sometimes speaking out is required, but that wasn't one of those times. Gratitude changes your perspective. It changes your perspective on what is really important. But when you complain, you make little to no progress, because gratitude and complaining cannot exist together in the same space. So why not evict complaining and make gratitude feel right at home? Thirdly, gratitude refocuses you. Being thankful does not remove any of your problems. I wish I could say it does, but unfortunately it does not. However, what gratitude does is that it refocuses your attention on what you can control. It changes your outlook to the problem. There's a concept in photography and filmmaking that my husband introduced me to, and it's called depth of field. It's the range of what is in focus versus what is not in focus. And what this allows you to do is to have the subject, whatever is being photographed or filmed, in plain view and everything else around blurred. Now everything is still in the frame, but you choose where you put your focus. And gratitude adjusts your depth of field, and it helps to clear your vision so you can better deal with the issues at hand. This year, as we enter 2023, why not make it a year of gratitude? And that will be today's transform action point. I encourage you to start a gratitude record, be it a jar or a journal. Take time to regularly stop and count your blessings. Do your own experiment this year and come back and let us know in the comments below how it went for you. Thank you for listening, and thank you for all the support that you have given to this channel. And always remember that you were created to climb mountains and reach the top. You will learn, you will grow, you will succeed, because you are an overcomer, you are a conqueror, and you are a winner. Have a happy and grateful 2023.